2 weeks ago, I arrived at this gas station. For some, it's simply a stopping point toward their destination. There's nothing out of the ordinary from its grimy concrete facade. The red was faded from the canopy area before you entered, and there was a guy clinging to his two front teeth, shouting in Spanish that the McDonald's next door had roaches. But for a retired dairy farmer, walking into this gas station on a Saturday night in February of 1994 completely changed his life and the lives of the people he called family. After the passing of his mother, Roland Barthes set on an expedition searching for the essence of her identity, searching for the truth of her face. In much the same way, I was seeking the truth of the face from this dairy farmer. Like the photograph, the memories I have of him are often blurred, appearing lucid for brief moments. I wanted to see his smile, his demeanor before this event.
Nanu was the only winner, and yeah, it was a very significant day in my life because I think, I don't know, Rainey, I think you may have been a little bit too young to remember. But mom and dad, were always struggling with money. There's so many things that I wanted to, do. I remember begging always for, designer jeans.
A reporter asked him what he was going to do with his winnings, and this is what he said. It was a candid and uncomplicated response, rooted in working class notions. I often envisioned him in the theater that year, alone, his eyes looking up, gazing at the screen, and the movies he would have seen. He was born in 23, and this is what it looked like. I always found it rather serendipitous that the first three numbers added up to his year of birth. But for me, I really didn't feel different than my friends. I think my parents did their best keeping me away from the butterflies made out of money. But they were permissive, allowing me to ascertain what I wanted out of my life.
And hope and opportunity soaring to all new heights. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Charles! Lucky, Mom! Better come inside, son.
Well, that's quite a snowman. Did you make it all by yourself, my lad?
Maybe I'll make some teeth and whiskers.
This is Mr. Thatcher, Charles.
Hello.
How do you do, Charles?
He comes from the east.
Wow.
Hello, Charlie.
Charles?
Yes, Mommy?
Mr. Thatcher's going to take you on a trip with him tonight. You'll be leaving on number 10.
That's the train with all the lights on it.
You going, Mom?
Well, no, your mother won't be going right away, Charles, but she'll...
Where am I going?
You're going to see Chicago and New York and Washington, maybe. Ain't he, Mr. Thatcher?
He certainly is. I wish I were a little boy going on a trip like that for the first time.
Why aren't you coming with us, Mom?
We have to stay here, Charles.
You're going to live with Mr. Thatcher from now on, Charlie. You're going to be rich. Your ma figures. Well, that is, me and her decided this ain't the place for you to grow up in. You'll probably be the richest man in America someday, and you ought to
won't
get
be
an
lonely,
education.
Charles.
Lonely, of course not. Why, we're going to have some fine times together. Really we are, Charles. Now, shall we shake hands? Oh, come. I'm not as frightening as all that, am I?
In my 20s, I left the peninsula and moved to the only place I envisioned myself. I suppose I was chasing all the mad ones Kerouac spoke about. I worked in television doing production work and soon find myself working for this guy and drinking coffee here. But I soon realized after 4 years in New York I was chasing ghosts, searching for people like this. hearing songs like these people sang, and making friends that looked like this. I soon realized I needed to move out west.
Uncle Ethan! Uncle Ethan! Wait a minute, Uncle Ethan!
Next time you'll mind your Uncle Ethan. Thank you kindly.
Oh, wait, Mose, we can ride double, Mose! Oh, wait! Martha! Martha! Aunt Martha? Aunt Martha! Let me in.
Don't go in there, boy.
She's in there. Let me in. I want to go in.
Don't let him look in there, Mose. Won't do him any good.
Lucy! Debbie!
For some reason, the open space of the West made me contemplate the components of my life. I didn't choose for this event to occur, nor did the farmer I called grandfather. We were thrown into this circumstance, and all the preconceived notions and impressions that unfortunately binds my family will always be with me. But the way I tend to this thrownness, it has shaped me. It has constructed the rudiments that I seek in life. Perhaps it gave me time to ponder, time that is not often granted to others.
I don't want to go to Italy no more. I don't want to go nowhere no more. You end up crashing in a private airplane in the mountains of Tennessee or Sicily.
When you stay and then when you stay in the States, I mean, when you come back?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
When I returned home, I was trying to adjust to the rhythms of hometown life. I walked the streets where he was born, but unfortunately, hints of the immigrant experience were shut down in the form of tourist destinations. I know where I am, but But where do I go? I must always move. I must.